Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a sharp, twisting pain in your calf? Or maybe you've been out for a walk and suddenly your leg locks up and you find yourself frozen on the sidewalk, waiting for that cramp to pass? If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, here's a truth that might shock you. After 60, nearly 7 out of 10 people experience muscle cramps on a regular basis, often in the most inconvenient moments. During a walk, while gardening, or even just sitting in a chair watching the evening news. It's frustrating, it's painful, and worst of all, it feels like something we just have to accept with age. But here's the good news. We don't. You see, many of these cramps, especially the ones that strike during the day, can be dramatically reduced or even prevented with one small change to your morning routine. Just 5 minutes a day. That's it. Not an hour at the gym, not a yoga retreat, not even a full workout video. Just a handful of gentle, simple movements you can do right next to your bed, even before you've had your first cup of coffee. And in this video, we're going to walk through that 5-minute practice together. No fancy equipment, no jumping or straining, and absolutely no pressure to be perfect. Just a series of motions that will get your blood flowing, loosen your joints, and keep your muscles calm and happy throughout the day. Let's talk about why this matters, really matters. Because cramps aren't just annoying, they're also a warning sign. They often signal poor circulation, tight muscles, or imbalances in our body's hydration and mineral levels. And if we ignore them, they can lead to bigger issues, like falls, injuries, or chronic stiffness that keeps us from doing the things we love. Now, I know exercise might sound like a big word if you're not used to it, but this isn't about doing jumping jacks or running laps. This is about waking up your body gently. Think of it like giving your muscles a good morning handshake, a way to say, hey there, we've got a day ahead. Let's make sure you're ready for it. So let's begin. Right now, wherever you're sitting or even lying down, just take a moment to roll your shoulders back. Slowly. Feel that stretch in your upper back? Good. Now let them drop down naturally. Already your body is saying, thank you. Let's start with the first movement, and it's the most basic and the most powerful. Ankle circles. That's it. Just lie on your back or sit in a sturdy chair and raise one foot slightly off the ground. Start to rotate your ankle slowly, like you're drawing a circle with your toes. Clockwise first, then counterclockwise. Do about 10 to 15 in each direction. Then switch feet. This simple motion wakes up the circulation in your lower legs, stretches the tendons that often cramp up during the day, and signals your nervous system that it's time to get moving. If you've ever had those sharp, burning cramps in your feet or calves, you know the ones that feel like your muscle is curling into a knot. Ankle circles are your first line of defense. And here's a tip. While you're doing them, breathe deeply. In through your nose, out through your mouth. That extra oxygen gives your muscles the fuel they need to warm up gently. Now, once those ankles are loosened up, we're going to shift to the second movement. This one's for your calves and hamstrings, the long muscles that run down the back of your legs. It's called the seated leg stretch, and it's as easy as pie. If you're sitting in a chair, scoot to the edge so you're stable, but have room to extend your legs. Stretch one leg out in front of you, heel on the ground, toes pointing up. Keep your back straight and gently lean forward from your hips, not your waist, until you feel a soft stretch behind your knee. Don't bounce, just hold it there, breathing deeply. 20 seconds per leg is perfect. This one does more than just prevent cramps. It improves your flexibility, helps prevent stiffness in your knees and hips, and makes it easier to walk longer distances without discomfort. You'd be surprised how many people report fewer cramps and better balance just from adding this one stretch to their morning. Now you might be wondering, why 5 minutes? Why not 10 or 2? It's simple, because consistency is more important than intensity. 5 minutes every morning adds up to over 30 hours a year of gentle, intentional care for your body. That's like a full day and a half of saying thank you to your muscles, bones, and joints. And they return the favor by staying loose, responsive, and pain-free. Plus, the beauty of this routine is that it becomes your own personal ritual. Just like brushing your teeth or sipping your morning tea, it becomes something you look forward to. A quiet moment to tune in, to listen to your body, and to set the tone for your day. So far, we've gotten those ankles moving and stretched out the backs of our legs. That's two key steps to keeping cramps at bay and building a morning routine that supports your body the way it deserves. Let's keep that momentum going. Now that we've gotten our ankles moving and given our legs that sweet, gentle stretch they've been craving, let's keep things flowing. Because the real magic happens when we connect the whole body. Cramps don't just show up in our calves, after all. They love to sneak into our thighs, our toes, even our hands and neck. So the more of our body we invite to the good morning party, the better we feel all day long. Let's talk about your thighs, especially those pesky quadriceps, the big muscles in the front of your legs. These are powerhouse muscles that support you when you stand, walk, or climb stairs. But when they get tight or overworked, they can cramp hard and fast. One of the best ways to prevent that? A gentle standing quad stretch. But don't worry, if standing on one leg isn't your thing anymore, we've got a safe and easy version just for you. Stand near a wall, a countertop, or even the back of your sofa, something sturdy that you can hold on to. Slowly bend your right knee and reach your right hand back to hold your ankle or your pants leg. If your balance feels wobbly, keep that other hand firmly on your support. Now gently pull your heel toward your bottom, just until you feel a light stretch along the front of your thigh. Hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds, breathing deeply. Then switch sides. If reaching your ankle isn't comfortable, don't force it. You can use a towel or belt looped around your ankle to assist, or even try a seated version. Sit in a chair, slide one leg back underneath you, and gently shift your weight forward until you feel that stretch. The goal isn't to push, it's to invite the muscle to open up. Be patient with your body. It responds better to kindness than to pressure. And here's something a lot of folks don't realize. Hydration affects flexibility. When you stretch, it's like wringing out a sponge. And if that sponge, your muscle, is dry, it doesn't move so well. So even while you're doing this quad stretch, let it be a reminder to drink a bit of water when you're done. Just a glass in the morning can make your muscles happier and far less prone to seizing up later. Now let's move a little further up to your hips and lower back. These areas are often the silent culprits behind cramps in the legs and even feet. When your hips get tight, they can mess with your posture, circulation, and nerve signals. It all starts to chain together, one tight muscle pulling on another, until your poor calf gets the worst of it. That's why this next move is such a winner, the seated spinal twist. Here's how to do it. Sit up straight in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Place your left hand gently on the back of the chair. Now slowly twist your upper body to the left, gently, like you're trying to look behind you. Keep your spine tall and don't force it. Just breathe in. And as you exhale, see if your body wants to go a little deeper. Hold for a few breaths, then slowly come back to center and do the same thing on the other side. This little twist does wonders. It gently massages your lower back, opens up your spine, and helps keep your core engaged. And most importantly, it encourages blood flow and flexibility in the entire lower body. That's the kind of care your body thanks you for in the long run. I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but is 5 minutes really enough? And I get it. We've been told for years that we need 30 minutes of exercise, 5 times a week, or we're doing it wrong. But the truth is, it's not about how long, it's about how consistent. 5 minutes every morning, done with purpose and attention, can change the way you move, the way you feel, and yes, the way your muscles behave throughout the day. Even better, these 5 minutes send a signal to your brain that says, I care about this body. I'm showing up for it. And that kind of self-care, it ripples out. Suddenly you find yourself reaching for healthier food, drinking more water, maybe even feeling bold enough to take a longer walk in the afternoon, or dance a little while your favorite song plays in the kitchen. Let's pause for a moment here. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out slowly through your mouth. Feel that? That's your body responding to just a few small, kind movements. That's your nervous system calming down. That's your heart saying thank you. Because the truth is, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean becoming wiser, more in tune with your needs, more connected to your body. Every morning you get a chance to choose how you want to feel. And a 5-minute stretch routine? It's one of the easiest choices you can make. No pills, no appointments, no side effects. Just you, your breath, and a few gentle movements that unlock a better day. So far, we've circled our ankles, stretched our hamstrings, opened our quads, and twisted our spine. Each move with a clear purpose, each one building on the last. And there's more where that came from. You've already done so much good for your body, and it's only taken a few minutes. That's the beauty of a morning movement ritual. It doesn't demand much, but it gives back generously. And now we're going to invite two more parts of the body into this wake-up routine, your hips and calves. Because when they're happy, the rest of your day just goes smoother. Let's start with a movement that's as calming as it is effective, the seated knee hug. Now this might sound a little funny, but stick with me, because your hips and lower back are going to love it. Sit tall in your chair, feet flat on the ground. Now gently lift one knee toward your chest and wrap your hands around it. Hug it in, not tight, just enough to feel the stretch deep in your hip and lower back. Hold it there and breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. This is more than just a stretch. It's a gentle massage for your hip flexors and spine. After 15 to 20 seconds, release and switch to the other leg. You might notice one side feels tighter than the other. That's okay. Most of us are a little imbalanced. What matters is that you're noticing it. You're listening. That awareness alone starts to change things. These tight hips, they're sneaky. They can cause everything from cramps in the thighs to lower back pain and even poor posture. And when your posture changes, it changes how your muscles work. It can put too much strain on your legs, leading to, you guessed it, more cramps. So hugging your knees each morning isn't just comforting, it's downright smart. Now let's turn our attention to a group of muscles that don't get nearly enough love, the calves. These long, ropey muscles on the backs of your lower legs are one of the most common cramp zones. And it's no surprise, they're on call almost 24/7. Walking, standing, climbing stairs, your calves are always working behind the scenes. And here's something most folks don't realize. Calf cramps are often caused by tightness, not weakness. That means stretching them is just as important, if not more, than strengthening them. For this, we're going to try the wall push stretch. Don't worry, it's gentle and doesn't require any wild contortions. Just stand facing a wall, about 2 feet away. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height. Step 1 foot back, keeping it straight and your heel flat on the floor. Bend your front knee slightly and lean gently into the wall. You'll feel a long, delicious stretch in the calf of your back leg. That's exactly what we want. Hold it there for about 20 seconds, then switch legs. If standing is uncomfortable, you can do a seated version too. Just sit in a chair, extend one leg in front of you, and flex your foot so your toes point up. Then lean forward slightly from your hips. You'll feel that same stretch in your calf. The goal here isn't to strain or push, it's to open, to give your muscles space to breathe and move and circulate. Tight calves can cause not only cramps, but also swelling, fatigue, and even nerve pinching. Stretching them regularly, especially in the morning when they're stiff from sleep, keeps them supple and ready for whatever the day throws your way. Now here's a little extra secret for you. While you're doing these stretches, try doing a slow toe wiggle or flex your toes back and forth. It might sound silly, but your toes are full of tiny muscles and nerves that play a huge role in balance and movement. Waking them up helps your entire leg system work better and can even reduce the kind of cramps that sneak up in your arches or soles. Let's take a breath together. Just one. In through your nose and out slowly through your mouth. That's it. You're doing more for your body in these few quiet minutes than many people do all day. And the best part? You're doing it from a place of kindness, not punishment. This isn't a boot camp. This is a morning check-in. A way to say, I'm here. I care. Let's make today a little better. You may have noticed by now that none of these movements are flashy. They're not about performance. They're about consistency and connection. And that's what makes them so powerful. You're not trying to become someone else. You're simply tuning into the person you already are. The person who wants to feel good, to move freely, to get through a day without being caught off guard by a sudden cramp that drops you to your knees. You deserve that freedom. You've earned it. And 5 minutes each morning? That's a small investment for such a big return. We've covered a lot so far. We've shown your ankles some love, stretched out the backs and fronts of your legs, twisted your spine, hugged your knees, and stretched those hard-working calves. All of this working together like a symphony, a quiet, gentle tune that tells your body, you are safe, you are supported, you are strong. And now we're going to carry that energy forward. Because when the body is limber, the mind starts to follow. You start your day clearer, calmer, and more present. And that presence, that's a gift, not just to yourself, but to everyone around you. You've come this far, stretching, breathing, connecting with your body, and I hope you're starting to notice a shift, even if it's subtle. A little warmth in your legs, a softness in your back, maybe even a touch of lightness in your mood. That's no coincidence. Movement wakes us up, not just physically, but emotionally too. And now we're going to bring that same loving attention to one more place where cramps love to hide, your feet. Yes, your feet. They've carried you through so much, literally thousands of steps, hundreds of miles, all those years of supporting your weight, adapting to hard shoes, uneven ground, cold weather, long days, and now they deserve just a few minutes of care. Because when your feet are tight or tired, the rest of your body tries to compensate. That's how we end up with cramps in our calves, pain in our knees, or tension in our hips. So let's give your feet the love they've earned with a simple move I like to call the toe fan and scrunch. Sit comfortably in your chair, barefoot if possible. Place both feet flat on the ground. Now try to spread your toes apart, like you're fanning them out. You might feel a little silly doing it, but trust me, your foot muscles will thank you. Hold that fan for a few seconds, and then do the opposite. Scrunch your toes up tight, like you're picking up a towel from the floor. Hold, then release. Repeat that a few times. This movement does more than just stretch your toes. It activates small muscles in your feet that improve balance and prevent cramping. It also gets your circulation moving down to the very tips, flushing out stiffness from the night and preparing your feet to carry you confidently through the day. And while we're down there, let's add a soft foot roll if you're feeling up to it. Grab a tennis ball, a small water bottle, or even a soup can, something cylindrical. Place it under one foot and gently roll it back and forth from your heel to your toes. Not too fast, just a gentle massage. This stimulates the fascia, the connective tissue in your feet, and helps relax tight spots that can trigger cramps in your arches and toes. Now let's come back up just a bit, because one more spot that often gets ignored but plays a major role in cramping and tension is your neck and shoulders. Surprised? It's true. When we carry stress or sleep in a funny position, our upper body tightens. That tension can limit blood flow and mess with your nervous system, which affects how your muscles behave everywhere else, including your legs. That's why this next movement is such a gem, the neck and shoulder roll. Start by sitting or standing tall. Let your arms hang gently by your sides. Now slowly roll your shoulders up toward your ears, then back, then down, like a slow-motion shrug. Do this about 5 to 6 times, breathing as you go. Then reverse direction, forward, up, back, and down. Next, for your neck, very gently, lower your chin toward your chest. Hold for a moment. Then lift your chin slowly and turn your head to one side, as if you're looking over your shoulder. Hold for a breath, back to center. Then the other side. No jerking or forcing. This is about softness, not strain. These little motions release trapped tension that's been hiding overnight. They help reset your nervous system, calm your breathing, and improve your posture. And when your posture improves, guess what? Your legs move better, your hips align, and cramps, they lose their favorite hiding places. Take a moment here, close your eyes if you like. Just breathe. Feel the quiet inside your body. It might only be 5 minutes, but the effects are lasting. You've just done something most people skip entirely. You've said yes to your body before the demands of the day begin. That's powerful. That's healing. That's freedom. You don't need to do this perfectly. You just need to do it. Every day, a little bit of attention goes a long, long way. And these movements, they're not just for avoiding cramps. They're also for making life feel smoother, easier, more spacious. Whether you're walking through the grocery store, bending down to pick something up, or climbing stairs without holding your breath, you'll feel the difference. I've spoken to so many folks over 60 who once thought their cramps were just part of getting older. But once they started a gentle morning movement habit like this one, something changed. Not just in their bodies, but in how they felt about aging. They felt more in control, more alive, less afraid of the aches and surprises that used to catch them off guard. You deserve that kind of peace too. Right now you've checked in with your ankles, calves, thighs, hips, lower back, feet, neck, and shoulders. That's nearly every major part of your body, all in just a handful of minutes. And here's the best part. The more regularly you do it, the more your body remembers. Your muscles start to stay looser all day. Your circulation improves. Your brain even gets clearer because movement stimulates your mind, not just your muscles. No special clothes, no noisy machines. Just you, a chair, maybe a wall, and a commitment to feeling good. It's worth it. You're worth it. Now that you've gently woken up your feet, hips, shoulders, and everything in between, your body is starting to hum with that quiet, grounded energy that only comes from real care. You may not have broken a sweat. You may not feel like you've worked out, but what you've done is far more powerful. You've realigned. You've released. You've reminded your body that it matters. Let's round out this practice with just a couple more moves that tie everything together and give your body that final, reassuring message. We're good today. We're ready. One of the simplest and most effective ways to seal the benefits of any movement routine is a little thing I call the pelvic tilt and lift. Don't let the name fool you. This is about reconnecting with the base of your spine, the foundation of your posture, and a huge player in cramp prevention. When your lower core is strong and responsive, your legs don't have to overcompensate. That means less strain, less fatigue, and, yes, fewer cramps. Here's how to do it, right from your chair or lying on a firm bed or mat. If you're lying down, bend your knees and keep your feet flat on the ground. Your hands can rest on your belly or at your sides. Now take a deep breath. As you exhale, gently tilt your pelvis so that your lower back presses lightly into the floor. You'll feel your belly pull in just a bit. Hold for a few seconds, then release. Do this a few times, slow and steady. If you're sitting, you can still do it, just a little differently. Sit up tall, feet flat, hands on your thighs. As you exhale, pull your belly in gently and slightly rock your pelvis under. Your tailbone will feel like it's tucking forward. Hold for a moment, then release. It's subtle, it's soft, but oh, it works. This move isn't just about the core. It activates deep muscles in the hips, thighs, and lower back that all play a role in muscle cramping. It also encourages better spinal alignment, which takes pressure off the nerves that can trigger those sudden, sharp pains we all dread. Now let's stand up for a moment, if you're able, and finish with what might just be the most joyful part of the whole routine, the march and sway. This is where we bring a little lightness back into the body. You've stretched, breathed, and realigned. Now let's move in rhythm. Stand tall, feet hip-width apart. Let your arms hang loose at your sides. Now slowly start to march in place. Nothing fast or jarring. Just lift one knee, then the other. Add a gentle swing of the arms. Feel the coordination. Left, right, left, right. Like you're walking to your favorite old song playing softly in the background. After about 20 seconds, start to sway side to side. Shift your weight from one foot to the other, letting your hips follow naturally. If your balance feels strong, let your arms float a little. If not, keep a hand on the wall or back of a chair. There's no wrong way to do this. It's about rhythm, connection, and celebrating the fact that, yes, you're moving. This movement does more than just look graceful. It activates circulation, It gets your lymph system moving. It reminds your nervous system that your body's in flow, not in danger. And that alone can reduce the likelihood of cramps throughout your day, because a relaxed body is a responsive body. And maybe, just maybe, you smile a little while doing it. That smile, that's healing too. Let's bring it all to a pause now. Stand or sit still. Let your arms hang. Close your eyes if you like. Breathe. Just breathe. And notice. Notice how your body feels now compared to just 5 minutes ago. Notice if you're standing a little taller, breathing a little easier. Notice if the stiffness you woke up with has faded, even just a little, because this feeling is your reward. Every time you make this simple 5-minute choice in the morning, you're laying the groundwork for a better day, one with fewer interruptions from cramps or tension, one where you can focus on the things you love, tending your garden, walking your dog, playing with your grandkids, reading your favorite book, without being sidelined by a tight muscle or a painful spasm. And the more often you do it, the more natural it becomes. It turns into a ritual, a rhythm, a habit, and eventually something as automatic as brushing your teeth or pouring your morning coffee. But the impact, oh, it goes much deeper than clean teeth or caffeine. It's about ownership. It's about confidence. It's about saying, my age doesn't define how I feel. My choices do. That's what this little morning movement gift is all about. And if you ever have a morning where you feel stiff, tired, or unmotivated, just do one move, one breath, one stretch. You don't have to do it all the time. Just showing up for yourself, even in the smallest way, sends a powerful message to every cell in your body. We're still in this together. You don't need to be young to feel good. You just need to be consistent and kind and willing to begin over and over again. You've come so far already. And here we are. You've stretched, breathed, moved with purpose. And now you're standing in a space that many people never give themselves permission to enter. A space of quiet power. A space where 5 minutes of care each morning builds something remarkable. A body that feels freer. A day that starts on your terms. A life that moves with less pain and more presence. Let's close this morning ritual by bringing attention to something often overlooked, the breath. You might be wondering, what does breathing have to do with cramps? Quite a bit, actually. When we breathe shallowly, like most of us do when we're tense or distracted, our bodies hold on to stress. That stress creates tightness in our muscles. It narrows our blood vessels. It makes it harder for oxygen and nutrients to get to the very tissues that need them most. But when we breathe deeply, intentionally, everything opens. So let's take a moment to do exactly that. Sit or stand comfortably, hands resting gently on your belly or your heart. Close your eyes if that feels right, and inhale slowly through your nose, filling your lungs from the bottom up. Feel your belly expand gently under your hand. Hold for just a second, then exhale through your mouth, slowly, completely, like you're fogging up a window on a cold morning. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel your face soften. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. You don't need to do 10 reps. You don't need to master it. Just come back to this breath whenever your body feels tight, when your legs start to ache, when a cramp is threatening, even when you're just standing at the kitchen sink, lost in thought. A good breath can change everything. And now that you've completed your 5-minute exercise, I hope you're beginning to understand. This wasn't just about movement. It was about preparation, about giving your body a head start. You've taken the stiffness of the night and turned it into fluid motion. You've turned potential pain into proactive care. Let's take a step back for a moment. How often in life do we ignore the signs our bodies are giving us? We chalk up cramps, aches, and tension to just getting older. But what if they're not inevitable? What if they're invitations, gentle nudges from your body saying, help me out a bit here? What if those nudges could be answered every morning in 5 quiet, loving minutes? And the best part? These aren't temporary tricks or fads. They're habits. You've now got a blueprint, a set of gentle tools you can use every morning for the rest of your life to feel stronger, looser, and more in control. So let's quickly bring it all together. softly, naturally, without needing to list anything off. You moved your ankles to wake up the blood flow. You stretched your legs to lengthen tight muscles. You opened your hips and supported your lower back. You brought gentle focus to your feet, your spine, your breath. Each one of these movements layered into the next, a beautiful chain reaction. And now you've given your muscles the best chance possible to stay calm and balanced throughout the day. You've reduced your risk of cramping. You've boosted your circulation. You've strengthened your connection to your own body. That's not a small thing. That's everything. And maybe today, when you go out for a walk or reach for a bag of groceries or stand a little longer at the stove cooking something you love, you'll notice it. A little more ease, a little less resistance, maybe even a little smile when you realize, hey, I feel pretty good right now, because that's what this was really about. Not exercise, not routines, not fixing something. It was about feeling better in your body, feeling safe there, feeling proud of the care you've shown yourself. So what now? Well, keep going. Do it again tomorrow and the next day. Maybe make it your own. Add music, light a candle, open the curtains and let the morning sun join you. Whatever makes it feel good to you. And if you ever miss a day, that's okay too. Just come back. Your body will be there, waiting for you, ready to receive that care again. And hey, before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Has this 5-minute routine made a difference for you? Do you feel lighter, looser, maybe even a little more confident heading into the day? Share your experience in the comments. I really do read them. And your story might just inspire someone else who's been struggling with the same aches and cramps you faced. We're all in this together. No one's too old, too stiff, or too late to begin. If this video helped you in any way, I invite you to like, subscribe, and maybe even share it with a friend, especially someone over 60 who might be feeling a little stuck in their body these days. Let's spread this message. Age is not the end of movement. It's the beginning of intentional living. And remember this, your body is listening. Every stretch, every breath, every choice you make is speaking directly to it. So speak kindly, move gently, and know that you are doing something powerful for yourself just by showing up. Here's to fewer cramps, more freedom, and a beautiful start to every single day. Take care. You've earned it. Sun,